Sneezing, coughing, itchy, watery eyes, allergies, an unfortunate fact of life for many of us here in Texas. But as Chief Meteorologist Scott Padgett and our Texas weather experts found out, Scott, I'll bring you in here, whole team of people working every day that you found to try and help us. We'd love to know more.
That's right, Doug. It all begins by understanding exactly what's in the air. And then that way, doctors and allergy experts know exactly how to treat you. Just up the road in Flower Mound, Texas, you'll find Family Allergy and Asthma Care, also known as the North Texas Pollen Station. It's the only active pollen collection station certified by the National Allergy Bureau to publish pollen counts in the DFW area. And that's where CBS 11 meteorologist Erin Moran met Dr. Marie Fitzgerald.
So a lot of the country thinks of spring as being the worst with allergens, but it's different in Texas, right?
Well, spring is bad in Texas, but so is fall. Right now we have in Texas a fall blooming tree called cedar elm, which has been pollinating and causing a lot of problems for our patients, as well as all the weeds. Ragweed is particularly high recently as well. And then what's unique to Texas is mountain cedar. Although we have mountain cedar in this area, it's highest in the hill country. And we get very high levels of the mountain cedar pollen that blow through the wind from the south, and they really cause a lot of problems in January and February.
So to find out how all this pollen data is collected, we went right to the source and the guy who actually collects it. His name is Todd.
Todd, how are you?
Great, how are you this morning?
Doing all right. I'm a little stuffy. I have the allergies, but I know you're the guy that's going to be able to talk about what's in the air right now, right?
Yeah, absolutely. We'll check out the pollen station up on the roof. And,
okay.
Yeah.
Let's go. All right, so we climbed up the spiral staircase, and this is the magic instrument, right?
This is it. This is our Burkhardt spore trap. It pulls in air at 10 liters to the minute.
Okay.
And it's wind oriented. As you can see, it's moving around. That sound that you hear is actually it pulling in air at that 10 liters per minute rate.
So it doesn't have to, the pollen just doesn't go in there. You have to actually suck it in a little bit more to get an accurate count.
Yes.
Okay.
So, and what's in here is a drum. And this sits on a clock inside of there and spins around. This will give us a 7-day sample. Once that's done, we take it downstairs, cut it into 24-hour segments, and stain it, put it under the microscope, and do the count.
And that's when the real cool stuff happens, as CBS 11 meteorologist Annalise Parks saw firsthand.
So Todd, this is a pretty fancy setup. Every day you come back here to take samples of the pollen. What are you looking for?
So we'll do a sweep across the slide and look for different grains of pollen. They all have different morphology, so we can look at differences in how they look. And we also look for any kind of mold spores that might be there. And this segment right here represents a 24-hour period. So everything that we see in this is going to be representative of what happened on that day.
All this data they collect is used by doctors and allergists all over North Texas. And as CBS 11 meteorologist Jeff Ray discovered, it's very seasonal.
I imagine since you are literally looking at this, Todd, on a weekly basis, you're starting to get a sense of seasons, aren't you?
Absolutely. Yeah. We definitely see seasons. We see weather events happen. We see, rain events, dust storms.
Aha! Proving once again how the weather can have a direct effect on those allergies.